We are a party who believe in people. We are the people's choice. That's why we are called the People's National Party. And all the things that you hear them talking about, I want you to know, don't be fooled. Tell the member of parliament, say, when I have to tell people, say, we are give out farm work for have a crowd. We don't have to do that. When we say we're ready, that means to say we are. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. The word is love.
Comrade, put your hands together for Comrade Fabian Davis. Give me a little music.
Yeah, Jamaica. Stand up to your right.
Comrades, our next speaker is the 5-star general, former chairman for the Trelawny municipality, former mayor of Falmouth. He is the caucus leader for the People's National Party in the Trelawny municipality. As I ask, councillor for the Falmouth division, Comrade Garth Wilkinson, to come to the microphone. I want you to put your hands together.
Comrades! It's always great to be in Falmouth Gardens, race course, Vanzy lands. Hear the man! Hear the man! You see, where we stand is good grounds. But me come forgive Tony this afternoon. Comrade Wykeham McNeil, our next member of parliament for Northern Trelawny. Hear the man! Hear the man! Hear the man! Him do whole heap of good things for us. When I was a mayor, this man was a minister of tourism. Some of the things he did, we are indeed still benefiting from. We can chat about Burwood Beach. And him when funded, them run it down now because they want to get them friends. We can talk about the market, the funding. We have a new market because where the funding came from. Thank you. The artisan village where you see the most advertised era. It was his brainchild. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. But you see, today, we have a bigger man in the house. We have a bigger man in the house. We have the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And me say to you, you see, comrades, you see why this is important, why me come here tonight? Because only Sunday, and a man say, we don't need no opposition. Because his people keep him in check. What can go so? How can one man? You see, comrades, we are going to talk to you about this tonight. Because the whole of people in America, when they sit down and vote for one man. And now half of the population, the tourist sector is down. We have some banks right now in trouble. Comrades, but tonight is not my night. Because tonight, you see, when we start this today at 12, the party leader was there. And he got Duncan's, he got Clarkstown, he got Duansville, he got Sherwood. What a bangarang pandem. But comrades, me know everybody is on their feet tonight. And because my leaders are on their feet tonight, I don't want to delay them any longer. So I call on you. And we're in a place where we fix on road. We fix on road. And when they tell lies, say them know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it because they never apply for none of the road that had been fixed. Neither Vanzy lands, nor Falmouth Gardens. They don't know how we get none of them to be fixed. But I'm not talking about it tonight because tonight I'm a mind every chat because we're going to have a every talk. But tonight, we want to welcome our comrade leader, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, who not going to lie to you, who will keep you honest, who will make sure that when we read and we tell you we're going to give you more food in our school, we know we're going to get it because the thief ain't going to stop. One love, one heart. God bless you all.
Thank you, Comrade Garth Wilkinson. At this time, our next speaker, he was the candidate for this constituency. My comrade is now the chairman for the constituency and also the campaign manager for the candidate, our candidate, Comrade Wykeham McNeil. As I ask Comrade Dennis Meadows to come to the microphone, I want you to put your hands together.
Hey! Hey! Oh, you look good. Not Trelawny. Oh, you look damn good. Let me pay respect to the next member of parliament, Dr. Wykeham McNeil. And let me I just hear somebody mention something a while ago. That a me you don't want. But let me just tell you clearly, I shall return. It is Dr. Wykeham McNeil, and he has my undying support. So if you love me, you support him. And I talk for long. Because the last time I talked for long here, you know what I get. That is why they move it from over there to here. Because when I came down here, I started trembling. But I stand firm. I stand firm because my ambition is less than the mission of the People's National Party. You don't always get what you want when you want it. Sometimes you have to wait a little. And the Lord moves in mysterious ways. It's wonders to perform. So God give me a break for come back. And I want every one of you commit your support. The same love you have for me, I want you to give it to Dr. Wykeham McNeil. The laborer them say, Mr. Meadows, you run down man. You are turn driver for Mr. McNeil. Listen to me carefully. I deliberately drive him. Because when you see him, you see me. When you see me, you see him. So nothing wrong with that. But there's an issue I want to address before I close. You have a member of parliament here. And let me take out my glasses. I want all the youth them. I want the youth them listen to me. Because nobody in this space is more a defender of youth than I am. A matter of fact, I only made a friend when them fire me. But I want to say something to the youth them. Because you have a member of parliament who don't love people. You have a member of parliament who not have manners. You have a member of parliament who believe that she's better than people. And if you're better than people, you have no business serving people. You know what she do yesterday? Calm down. Because I want everybody to hear this. You know what she did yesterday? She posts on social media. But she have 50 farm work card. Listen to me, listen to me. I don't care whether you're JLP or whether you're PNP. You must not exploit the desperation of young people. Because I can tell you, half of who go down there will never call. Because I can tell you, common leader can tell you, Dr. Wykeham McNeil, a former member, can tell you, you get a limited amount. You get 50. And a man them want this time with a woman. So when you have your people them go interview the poor young people them, under the guise, say you will get farm work card. Especially when Trump are run with everybody. Mr. Trump, I read all the farm them over there. And I run with people. But you go up on social media. You call young people. Hundreds of people come. Because they want work. They are desperate. They have ambition. We must not exploit young people. So whether you're JLP and PNP, I don't support that. And the member of parliament must be condemned. Don't use young people to get vote. If you want to serve people, serve them sincerely, serve them honestly, and serve them diligently. A time coming if you come block. Hey, you have a 2-time rhythm there? You have a 2-time rhythm there? Give me cargo. Give me cargo. Give me the 2-time rhythm in the cargo. Because, as Cargo say, she will never get 2 time for hurt we because we don't rate you. Bust the tune for me, man. And where's that old is? You don't have it, all right. But in closing, let me say this. I am committed to this campaign. I walk the hills and the byways. I walk with each and every one of you with Dr. McNeil and the team. Because I want, on the day of election, I want when the seat on election day, it must be returned to the People's National Party. That's what I'm working for. And let me just say something in closing. A lot of people don't understand this. Youth man, let me just talk to some of you. I don't smoke ganja. I never smoke a spliff in my life. Not even a cigarette. I don't make it around with everybody who smoke. But how many of you know that the only reason you can take a spliff now, publicly, and police don't give you a criminal record, I lock you up. Mark Golding did that. Big tune. Big tune. She now get 2 times. Because we not love you. We not love you. So we said to the member of parliament, you're not going to get 2 times to come show off and way. You're not going to get 2 times for use young people. And you're not going to get 2 times for behave like you're better than we. We want somebody that when they go to Parliament, they can speak on behalf of Northern Trelawny. The only time I hear the name of this member of Parliament called the Parliament, I when them roll call, and she ball out present. Big tune. But let me just say this. I want your support and work hard with me and the team and Dr. McNeil to ensure that this seat will once again be ruled by an adult. By an adult. Not a picnic. And a man of ministerial pedigree. North Trelawny is not a backbencher seat. North Trelawny is a ministerial seat. So we want somebody in the cabinet as the Minister of Tourism possibly. God bless you. Love you.
Comrades, put your hands together for Comrade Dennis Meadows. Comrades, at this time, let me just take this opportunity in recognizing the former member of Parliament who developed this housing development when he was member of Parliament. He would have wanted to be here. Yeah, he would have wanted to be here, but because of ill health, he is not here. And I'm speaking of Comrade Desmond Leakey. At this time, comrades, our next speaker is a 4-time member of Parliament, a former Minister of Government, a former Vice President of the People's National Party. He is now Chairman for Region 1, which consists of Trelawny and of course St. Ann. And of course he is the candidate representing the constituency of North Trelawny. As I ask Comrade Wykeham McNeil to come to the microphone, I want you to put your hands together at this time. Yes, sir.
Comrades, good night, comrades. Comrades, let me acknowledge our comrade leader. And I just want to say that after the walk today, when we saw the turnout and the motorcade and the excitement on the road, comrade leader, I think that we can tell you that North Trelawny will be in the books of the People's National Party come election day. Comrades, I want to say some things to you because the light is going and I want you to hear the leader. But comrades, this is a serious time and it needs serious leaders. Leaders who will look about the problem of the people. I am a serious leader. I take things seriously. So when I get phone calls in the morning to say there's no water in half of the constituency, from Rio Bueno to Bounty Hall to Wakefield, no water. It is wrong. It cannot be like that. People talk about the fact that they will lay pipe. If you lay pipe and not coming out of the pipe, something wrong with the pipe. I call them and say, we need water for some of these communities. They tell me Water Commission does not have a water truck in Falmouth. It is wrong. We are going to change it. We are going to fix it and give water to the people of Trelawny. You cannot have the source of the water at Martha Bray and the people in the surrounding communities don't have water. Water must come to these communities first. And as a serious member of Parliament, I'm going to ensure that that happens. Comrades, we are walking around the constituency and I see the problem of housing. The People's National Party is a party of housing. From the time of Michael, Joshua, Manley, we are the party that deals with housing. And we are going to be fixing the housing. People must get title for them house. They can't live from day to day not knowing what's going to happen. And we are going to be putting it back in place. So comrades, as serious leaders, we're going to change it. I have done something which is important. As a party, when the People's National Party is united, there is no force that can overcome us. And if you look around the platform, all our leaders are here because we are united and we are going to take it at the next general election. So comrades, I am now going to take the privilege of introducing a man who has been my friend for I don't know how many years. From we are little boy, I'm a brethren. Our fathers were friends. When we sat in cabinet, I sat beside him in cabinet. And whenever there were problems, we sit down and we talk it out one and another. He's a man of integrity. And I tell you, he will make a great leader for Jamaica. So comrades, put your hands together for the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding.
Thank you very much, Comrade Wykeham McNeil, next Member of Parliament for the great constituency of North Trelawny. I want to big up all of the comrades on the platform, councillors, caretakers. I want to big up the campaign manager, chairman of the constituency, Comrade Dennis Meadows, who made some serious argument on the stage today about abusing the trust of the people. When you have 50 farm work card, how can you be encouraging hundreds of people to come and put down them name when you know, say, you only have 50 to give out? It's a shame, crying disgrace. I want to big up all of the PNP supporters, comrades, workers, warriors, foot soldiers who are here in their numbers and have been with us all through the day. What a wonderful day. And boy, I tell you, you look good. You don't sound good. You don't feel good. Energy up, up. Labor right a fret. Comrades, we're tired to tell Andrew to call it. But him afraid to call it. So as him get closer and closer to the tape, he made a hot him. And eventually, we know it soon have a call because come mid-September, Parliament will automatically dissolve. On the 5th anniversary of the first sitting of this Parliament after the election, which was September 3rd, 2020, the first sitting of Parliament after that, 5 years from that date, which is I think it's the 15th of September, Parliament dissolve. There will be no parliamentary opposition. So, him have to call it. And you know, we have been preparing for it, comrades. First thing we have done since I became president was focus on the unity of the party. Because you know, we went through various things in the past, changing leadership and so on. And a lot of people got turned off, a lot of people got, you know, the vibes and things. And we put a lot of effort to bring back the loving of the party. And I'm just happy to say that we are united and strong. And when the PNP is united and strong, the People's National Party is an unstoppable movement for positive change and upliftment of the people. Comrades, we have a government that is good at public relations, but when you really check what is going on the ground, people are feeling it. The economy is stagnant. I was hearing that sales in various industries are down year on year. Tourism is down in terms of the numbers of people coming. And the people of Jamaica are feeling the pinch and the pressure. And the government, all they can do is run around, cutting ribbon here,
cutting ribbon there for projects that are not even ready to be open to the public. Because they're just trying to deceive the people, to make the people feel like something good is happening. But you can't fool the people when the people are feeling the pain and the pressure. And we have the most corrupt government in the history of Jamaica. What that really mean? Well, what it means is this. When you buy a drill from a private company for $31.5 million for the Bustamante Hospital, and the real price of that drill was between $3 and $4 million. That $26 to $27 million that you spent buying the drill, which was really more than it should have cost, is money that could have fixed operating theater, could have buy CAT scan for hospital where they don't have no CAT scan, like Bustamante itself, and generally improve the healthcare system. And when you multiply that, not just because there are many drills, there are many pieces of equipment that are being purchased across the country at inflated prices. That is the cost of corruption. The cost of corruption is born in the power and poverty and pressure that the people are feeling. And that is why it is important that we restore a government that is committed to ensuring that the resources of the state, which are for the people's benefit, are used only for the benefit of the people and not for friend and company and other cronies. And comrades, we know that the Prime Minister is in hot water. His personal declarations of his finances are not in order. They have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. It is an unprecedented situation. It has not happened before in the history of the country. He's under investigation by the Financial Investigations Division because the Integrity Commission had to pass it to them because he wasn't divulging information that they needed to conclude their investigation. And the FID is a law enforcement agency, and they say, you have to look into this thing. And what has happened since? A man who has gone on record publicly talking to Nationwide, a very biased media house, and saying that there's nothing wrong in the findings that the Integrity Commission made in their long report. Nothing wrong about what the Prime Minister did. That is the man they've appointed to head up the Financial Investigations Division, which is tasked to investigate the Prime Minister. Corruption in decision making, as far as I am concerned. And the man is not qualified for the job. When the original requirements were published for the position, it required any applicant to have 12 years experience in law enforcement, of which 5 of those 12 years must be at a leadership level. This man has never worked in law enforcement. So he's not qualified for the job. And they made sure to put him in there, and we know why. So comrades, Jamaica's democracy is under threat. When you have corruption and institutions being bent to the will of the government, when you have a Prime Minister says you don't need an opposition because his own people can hold him accountable. When you have a senior member of the government saying they will never surrender to the People's National Party, they will never surrender power. And he repeats it as if it's not the people who choose government, but it's them who choose themselves. We are at risk, comrades. And that is why we must do the right thing and make sure that we send them back in when the next election is called and install a government for the people, a government of the People's National Party under the leadership of Iman, Mark Jefferson Golding, who the people call Marky G. And comrades, we have some good programs and policies and plans to uplift the people. We're going to ensure that needy children get at least one hot meal at school every school day, whether they are primary or secondary school. We're going to provide subsidized transportation to take children to school in rural areas, working with the transport operators. We're going to have the first in family scholarship for any family. If they have a youth, anybody from the family who's got into college or university, and they're the first person in that family to ever get into college or university, the People's National Party will give them a full scholarship to study so that they can lift their family out of poverty when they become a graduate. And we're going to modify the terms of lending for the Student Loan Bureau. So you don't have to worry that if you don't get a job, you're going to end up losing the credit and becoming harassed by debt collectors. Because when they're going to say you only have to pay a certain percentage of your income to service your debt from the student loan. And if you're out of work, you don't have to pay for that period. Those payments will be tacked on the back end and we're not going to charge any penalties for that. So you can borrow your student loan, you don't have to fret because it's never going to be a problem to pay it back. And comrades, we'll talk about housing. This government has not had a proper housing program for the people. Affordable housing is in great demand. And I know there are communities in Trelawny, north and south, where people are living and they don't have no title, they don't have security of tenure. We are going to ensure that they get the opportunity to acquire the land and get title for the land. And we want to put in the proper infrastructure because we're going to have the Porsche program to uplift communities, informal communities, tear down zinc fence, put in proper walls, put in proper street lighting, put in proper sidewalks for persons with disabilities. And for first-time buyers, if you have been in the National Housing Trust as a contributor for at least 2 years, anyone up to 35, if they're buying a house for the first time, we have the grant program that provides a $500,000 grant. You don't have to pay it back. That can cover the deposit so you can step into ownership and own your own home. And we have the rent-to-own scheme that if you can't produce a pay slip because you're working but you're not formally employed with an employer who gives you a proper pay slip and so you can't prove your income, we will allow you to go into the house as a tenant and pay rent equivalent to the mortgage. And after a period of time, if you've made your payments of rent, we're going to say we're going to change you from a tenant to an owner. You've qualified for the mortgage. You can draw down the loan and move up to being an owner of your own house. And we have identified public lands, crown lands, not lands for agriculture, not agricultural lands, but other government-owned lands that we are going to make available for housing in the country. And we plan to build 50,000 affordable houses over the next 5 years. And we're going to have several of those houses are going to be built here in Trelawny. And we're not going to charge you the value of the land in the price of the house because we want to keep the house price down. And if you buy the house without the value of the land in it, you know, say you get equity right away once you buy that house because you're getting the land free of cost effectively. The People's National Party stepping forward with progress, stepping forward for the people. So comrades, we have a little thing we have to do before we can enter that reference. And it's called the general election. And I'm depending on you to deliver to me Dr. Wykeham McNeil as your member of parliament. I need him beside me. I need his experience. I need his network. And I know you need a man who will be in the cabinet and who can ensure that North Trelawny gets the attention that it deserves. He has plans for you. Water. I've driven on some of the worst roads in Jamaica today. We need a proper road maintenance program in this parish. And there's so much more. But we have to do the political work first, comrades. And I beg you all, the vibe is good. The ground is powerful, ready. But I said, don't get complacent. Don't take it for granted. Don't assume say we win already. We don't win already. We don't win until every vote count and we get more vote than them on election day. That's how we're going to win. And so you all have to do the work. Complete the canvas, please, if you're workers of the party. Let us know who our voters are. Let's know how many voters we have. And let's make sure on election day we get each and every one of those to come in and vote for the People's National Party and make this man the member of parliament. And Comrade Dennis Meadows, you know your future is bright. You don't have to fret because you have done a great work in doing what you have done. And you're going to deliver the MP that I need at this time. And we know that your future will be bright as well. So no fret, and people, I am not an ungrateful individual. So comrades, all I can say to you, I feel the love, I feel the power, and I know that we're ready. Are you ready, comrades? Are you ready for the People's National Party? Are you ready for Dr. Wykeham McNeil? Are you ready for Iman Marky G? Power to the people, I say. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all.
Well on, comrade. Comrade, put your hands together one more time for the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Let me at this time, comrade, say thanks to the party leader for visiting us at this time. And on behalf of Comrade McNeil, our candidate, and all of us who was on tour with you, we are saying thank you very much for being with us. You're coming back? Comrades, at this time, let me just say, Comrade Donovan Horton will be having his conference this Sunday. And he is inviting all of you to his conference in Wakefield. So we are looking forward to see you. Comrade the Trumpet.
One verse. Victory, man. Hi. March to victory, man. March to victory. Blood and fire, comrades. Big tune. The march to progress. Blood and fire, comrades. And we are marching to victory. Trumpet now.
Awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who's rising behind? Oh, his own maiden land. Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal,
Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Our environment. We need a government that means what it says when it comes to protecting our environment. The cockpit country, our rivers, our mangroves, coral reefs, and our beaches. That doesn't just say nice sounding things at international climate conventions, but meanwhile allows what's happening here in Jamaica to destroy our natural environment permanently. We need a government that ensures that the National Environmental and Planning Agency, NEPA, is really independent and can protect us. That will amend the law so that there are heavy penalties on big polluters who recklessly damage our country. We know climate change is real and we're willing to fight for change. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, Get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Jobs and wages. So many of you said you wanted to become successful, to help out your families and enjoy your life. Do you realize that many of the world's largest businesses today are in the same age range as many of you? Amazon is 28, Google 24, Facebook 18, Instagram 12, and TikTok is 6. New technologies will continue to disrupt and supersede existing industries. And as the world goes increasingly digital, Jamaica must not be left behind. We need our own digital transformation, bringing affordable broadband internet to every Jamaican home to help our young Jamaicans to compete and outshine their peers across the world. Your vote can help us to make those necessary changes. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. There comes a point in each person's life where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, change gon' come, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are, or a decision that will bring meaningful change. We choose change to provide wider access to homes and land ownership, for good health care. There's a travel advisory issued by the US State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care. And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance. If I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised. We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
The following message is brought to you by the People's National Party. Was brought to you by the People's National Party.
Not one new high school built in 9 years. children learning in church halls, desks falling apart, termite damaged roofs. Is that choosing Jamaica? The PNP will invest in education again because we choose you.
%300% pay raise for MPs.
The truth is you get the quality of governance that you elect. And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well because of that very reason.
Public work has been waiting years for theirs.
I mean, we've done our homework, so I don't know that these salaries
you don't want me to share in the public.
Put parliamentarians and ministers in Jamaica higher than any other country in the Caribbean
you're trying
region.
to stop me from sharing.
No, I'm not.
They say choose Jamaica, but it's clear they've been choosing themselves for nearly a decade. The PNP believes in a fair deal for our public sector workers. We choose you.
Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR, it's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent health care for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Time come. Comrades, know the history, feel the victory. Time come. People, know the history, feel the victory. Time come.
Jamaica is a beautiful Caribbean island, and beaches are part of who we are. It's not just about recreation, it's a part of our culture, it's about community, and it's about the livelihood of our people. But we have a problem. Our Jamaican people don't have access to most of our beaches. Fisherfolk are losing their livelihoods. Families are being priced out of access to beaches. The next PNP administration are going to fix this. We'll use legislation if necessary to secure beach access rights for our people. We'll work closely with the tourism interests and investors to secure a harmonious solution that's a win-win for everyone. But the principle is that the interests of the people must always come first. Our beaches are part of our natural ecological heritage. All our Jamaican people must be able to enjoy our beaches. And the next PNP administration will make sure that this is so.
Time come. Comrades, know the history, feel the victory. Time come.